from the First Street Studios in South Tampa, Florida, it's time for another round of Last Call 76 with your host, Dan, Jay, and behind the camera, the one and only Jess.
All right, Dan. Now it's your turn to be fired up.
Oh, no.
I was fired up, so fired up I almost literally lost my lung on your floor about Miami and Kansas City. But we got one of the all-time great playoff rivalries unfolding here in the year of our Lord 2024. Green Bay, Kansas City, Green Bay and Dallas. Green Bay and Dallas. I'm still worked up about that Dolphins Kansas City game.
You can't get
I can't get over it. It's Green Bay and Dallas. Some interesting storylines. Mike McCarthy against his former team. He led to a Super Bowl victory. You got a real intriguing quarterback battle between Dak Prescott, who could be in the running for MVP, against Jordan Love, who looks like there's something in that cheese in Wisconsin, man. He looks like he's going to carry the baton and be the next, at least, pretty good Packers quarterback. We'll keep this pretty on the even keel. How do you see this playing out? What's the tail of the tape, and what's your prediction?
Well, I think what we all need to come to the realization about is recognizing that Dallas Cowboys are for real now. Okay, they had a little bit of a slide there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dak's basically done a really good job, and they're very powerful. CeeDee Lamb looks amazing. The defense, they're a little weak in some areas, but with Michael Parsons, I think they're solid.
Yeah.
This is probably the best Dallas Cowboy team we've seen since the Super Bowl years.
Mm-hmm.
The last Super Bowl years under Johnson and Schwitzer, right?
Yeah.
So now you're seeing a complete team. I think the Mike McCarthy taking over the plays has made a difference, getting rid of Kellen Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we saw what Kellen did. We'll talk that up later on about what he did in San Diego, right?
Mm-hmm.
The coaching candidate, by the way. Well, anyway, staying on point, staying on task. Dallas is going to be a hard out at home. We know that. I think Green Bay plays them solid. Jordan Love, I think this is like the third rookie quarterback, or not rookie, but starting quarterback for Green Bay, 4,000 yards in their first appearance.
Mm-hmm.
Because how Green Bay is, guys. They bench their quarterback for like 4 years.
Yeah.
Like Favre, the Rodgers, they come out, he throws 4,000 yards in a season.
Right.
Jordan Love has grown up overnight.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, what we thought early on in the season was a bad pick or a bad idea has now got them back this fast, almost as good as Houston in a way.
Yep.
And now we have a competitive Green Bay football team. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not going to be an easy game. Because like we talked about with Houston, when they're going to battle it out with the Browns, we're going to see the same thing with Green Bay. They're going to shorten this game the best way they can. They're going to try to keep Dallas from being explosive. Because the one thing that Dallas does better than anybody in the league, they can score a lot of points fast.
Yeah.
Defensively, offensively, even special teams. So my prediction in this is I'm going to go Dallas strong at 9 points. However, I don't think that gets broken out to the fourth quarter.
Right.
I think this game stays good for 3 quarters. I think attrition will take its toll, depth on Green Bay's depth chart, so to speak. I don't think they have the substitution base. I don't think they have the coaching base. People can say what they want about LaFleur. He's great for what he is, but they don't have depth.
No.
And without having depth, you can't beat the Dallas Cowboys. If anybody's got a stacked deck, so to speak, it's the Dallas Cowboys. You got Super Bowl experience on one side, you got playoff experience on the other side. At the end of the day, it's hard to go into Cowboy Stadium when you're the Green Bay Packers without the weather being in your favor at Lambeau. You're walking into a hostile environment right now. A lot of hungry fans.
Absolutely.
Let's be honest, 100,000. You got Cowboy lovers from all over the world that are going to travel, and Cowboys travel probably better than any team. You got Jimmy Johnson finally got in the ring. Thanks, Jerry Jones, for letting me come back on your side a little bit. And with all that, rest of that being said, you got, like you said, an MVP quarterback that has promised the league, I'm only going to throw 10 interceptions or less, and he threw 9.
Mm-hmm.
Did a great job. So my only concern with Dak, are you going to finally get into this game and play the way you've played this season? Right. Or are you going to have a blow-up game? Are you going to have ice water veins in a hot stadium to your advantage? Or are you going to be daiquiri ice, which is my favorite flavor at Baskin Robbins, and go totally cold?
Absolutely.
And that's what we can't have. It would be better for Dak to really shoot a lot of under coverages, shoot those gaps, right? throw short passes at first, quit trying to hit the home run. CeeDee Lamb is a beast. He can hit those underneath routes. He's not afraid to take contact. Everything is on the table right now for the Dallas Cowboys. They have to get through this game. And if Dak has a blow-up game, they lose.
Right.
But if they just play the way they could play conservatively, shorten the game, run a lot of, plays, and just let it develop and not rush to it. This is a lot on McCarthy as well, though. McCarthy's got to calm down, too. This is emotional for him, his old team.
Right.
He has got to be in the right frame of mind as well when he's calling these plays.
Absolutely.
And if he gets a little bit overzealous, so to speak, and starts reaching, that's where Dak gets in trouble. So my prediction will still be 9 points.
Right.
But Dallas is known to take these kind of opportunities and piss them away.
Right. You know what I'm talking about with Miami. You've been kicked in this.
And Green Bay is a team that is there to take this if you give it to them. Right. They're not going to win it on their own.
Right.
Dallas has to give the game away. Is that fair?
Absolutely.
I'm going to let you go then.
All right. Real quick. Let's just say this. A couple statistics here that I did mention this in the Miami video. Miami's never lost to Kansas City in the playoffs. There is somebody on X who posted this. I'm going to have to look this up to verify this. In fact, between videos, I'm going to verify this myself. Somebody on X said that Green Bay has never lost in Dallas' new stadium. I don't know how accurate that is. My prediction, though, quick. I like what Jordan Love's this year. I think he's taken steps forward to become a very, very good quarterback, and he had immense pressure.
Absolutely did.
I just don't think the Packers can stop CeeDee Lamb. I think if Dak plays what Dak is capable of doing and not what you call it, Daiquiri
ice, man.
Daiquiri ice.
Don't go cold on us.
They'll win that game. Now, Dallas at home, Dallas on the road, two different animals. This is a home game. I'm going to pick Dallas by 14 here.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
Jessica, what you got?
She's like, that's to Jessica, don't give an RA.
She's not allowed to talk about Dallas.
She's out. She's voiced to Tyler.
But it's different in the sense like everybody knows the implosion is waiting.
Right. It's just not going to be this week.
It's just not going to be this week.
Right.
But I think they're better than they've been in a long time.
True.
So, but this comes down to the mental game now of Mike McCarthy more than anybody.
Right.
Don't force the issue with Dak Prescott. They can run the ball.
Right.
This episode of Last Call was brought to you by SJP Snapshots and Minx Inc. Clothing and Apparel.